everyone, this is Queen of Light 1111. I'm back. I am so sorry that I didn't put a video out on Friday. As you guys know, for those of you who are following me on Instagram, you guys know that I was super sick, from Thursday through the weekend. But if you are following me on Instagram, you did see that I did a quick energy check-in for you guys just to give you a little bit to go off of. So again, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. I'm Queen of Light 1111. That is my username. Also, just a reminder, if you want to book a reading with me and or have a message or something, direct message through Instagram is not the best way to communicate with me. Please go to my website, queenoflight1111.com, and that's where you can book a session, and that is where you can also email me. That's the best form of communication for me. I am running just a couple of weeks. I'm 2 weeks out on readings right now, so I appreciate you guys checking in before you book. And so let's go ahead and get started. I pulled a lot of... I didn't pull a lot. I have a lot of cards here. I just really decided that I wasn't going to pick a number of cards that I was looking for this time. But I did kind of gauge spirit a little bit, saying no more than 5 cards. So I'm looking for 4 to 5 cards. But I just really felt open to receiving any type of message around this collective, around this connection. And so in some spaces we do have 5 cards, and in some spaces we have 4 cards, and I just didn't want to push the energy, so I just went with it. And we have some great messages. So there's, again, a lot of repeating cards. I've used 5 different decks, and whether it was like an oracle or the tarot, we have the same cards coming up over and over again. So let's go ahead and get started. As you guys know, this is the Divine Masculine's side. This is the Divine Feminine side. We have headspace, heart space, 3D wands, and then 3D message to the feminine. Same format here, 3D message to the masculine. She had a lot to say. She's got 5 cards that came out. Then in the center, I have current connective energy and future energies, and I will go over the bottoms of the deck. Okay, so for the Divine Masculine, his bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords. He's in the 9 of Swords energy. So 9 of Swords is about stress, anxiety, people really caught up in their heads, people caught up in, maybe reviewing their actions, things they might have done, how they may have hurt people in the past. So that is really his underlying energy here. And the 9 of Swords also comes up in the 3D space for the Divine Feminine. So, and I'll call these out, as you guys know, as I get repeating cards. But his underlying energy is very much of stress. He's stressed out. He's reviewing the past. He's reviewing his actions. And, while he has hope for this connection, he's very much processing what it is that went down. Okay, so that is his bottom of the deck. Her bottom of the deck, which I think is very interesting, is she's in the 9 of Cups energy. He's in the 9 of Swords. She's in the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is about wishes being fulfilled. But it's also like, she's alone, okay? She's alone. So while the message that I'm getting is, while the masculine may have reached out, maybe, they've had a little bit of communication, and that was her wish to get that communication, she's still feeling very alone. She's still very much in her head. She's still feeling a little burdened by this connection. But it had her wish fulfilled, and that maybe, that he reached out in some cases, or maybe something has occurred in this collective that has given her a little bit of hope. Maybe she's seen her masculine change a little bit, but she's still alone. Okay, he's a 9 of Swords, and she is a 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups shows up in his headspace. So 9 of Swords in her 3D space, 9 of Cups in his headspace. So again, we got both of them are alone. He's stressed out. She's alone, but she has a little bit more hope, and maybe she has a wish that maybe that came true because she's seen some change or she's received some communication. I don't know what that is for the collective, but those are just a couple of messages. So where is the Divine Masculine in his headspace when he thinks about his feminine? What is he thinking? We have the Star. We have the 8 of Wands. we have the Page of Wands, we have the Three of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Cups. Remember, the Nine of Cups is in the Divine Feminine's underlying energy, bottom of the deck. So he's feeling hope, okay? He's feeling like he's a little hopeful. He feels like he's getting some divine assistance around his thinking, around his patterns, maybe with this obsessive thinking and this Nine of Swords, like haunting anxiety energy. He's feeling like, you know, he might see light at the end of the tunnel. He still doesn't know how this is all going to go down, right? But he's feeling like there might be some light at the end of the tunnel. The Star card also shows up. Does it show up? No, it doesn't. I'm so sorry. But real quick, the Nine of Cups, remember, is in her underlying energy. It's in his headspace, and it's also in her 3D message. Okay, so I want to say that before I get started. So for the Star card, it's not a repeating card, but he is feeling like there is some light at the end of the tunnel. So he wants to move forward. He wants to continue to communicate with this Eight of Wands energy. He wants to continue to like travel to her, communicate to her. He wants swift progress, right? Because with the Three of Wands energy, he's made a decision to move forward with this relationship. He wants to move forward with this relationship because he's got this newfound energy with the Page of Wands. He has this newfound energy, and maybe again, maybe there's been a little communication, or maybe, he's realized some of his mistakes and he's starting to change. And so now he has this, he's made this decision. He feels like there's hope. He wants to move forward with her, with this Three of Wands, and he wants to move forward quickly with the Eight of Wands because he has this new zest, this new playfulness, this new energy that he wants, that he has towards his Divine Feminine. And Nine of Cups. He keeps getting Nine of Cups. She is his wish, okay? He wants his wish fulfilled. She is his wish. Now, in her headspace, I was a little surprised by some of these cards. I mean, they're pretty positive because she's been in some pain. But when I saw the Nine of Cups as the bottom of the deck and I started to review, it all started to make sense. She has the Four of Wands. She has the Six of Wands. She has the Fool. And then she has the Three of Pentacles. So now I will tell you that the Fool card shows up in his 3D Wands, okay? And then, yeah, that's the only place where we have it. Oh, no, and then we also have it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to chalk it up to me not feeling well. No, it's the only place we have it. So we have the Fool card in her headspace, and we have the Fool card in his 3D Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles in her headspace, and we have the Three of Pentacles in his heart space. So now, in her headspace, she wants to have this contract, right? Have this marriage, have this stable foundation now. She wants to be successful. She wants to be victorious now that she's seen some change, now that a little bit of her wish has come true. She wants a new beginning, and then she wants to work as a team. This Three of Pentacles, this came up not only in his heart space, but in her 3D message. So I knew that was a repeater. So she's feeling pretty positively in her head, okay? So I feel like that's pretty good. In the past, she was burdened by pain. She was reviewing kind of all the stuff that's gone on in their relationship. But I think this change that she has seen in her masculine, or maybe the little communication that they have had, she's starting to feel a little bit more hopeful with the Nine of Cups. She's starting to feel like maybe we can rebuild. And so she wants this new stability, this new stable structure, this new foundation, this perhaps even marriage. She wants to be victorious this time. She wants to be successful this time. She wants a new beginning, and she has grown and she has learned, and she doesn't want to make the same mistakes again. And now she wants to work as a team with him, okay? So now in his heart space, how is he feeling when he feels for his feminine? Where does she sit in his heart, okay? We have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a repeat card. It comes up in her 3D message. So he has Temperance. He has the Three of Pentacles, as I already mentioned, and that is in her headspace. the Queen of Cups. He has consistently been seeing her as the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Six of Cups. So he understands that his heart and her heart both need healing. They have gone through something where he's not going to be able to rush in. So patience is going to be required if this relationship is going to move forward in a healthy way. And so temperance is required. Temperance is also, the twin flame angel that tempers the relationship so it doesn't get too hot or too cold. It is perfectly balanced. So he knows that, that they're going to need to temper their relationship. They're going to have to be patient. They have grown and learned from each other. They're not going to rush in this time like the last time, or that maybe they rushed in too quickly the last time, they kind of broke up and made up and then broke up again. And so, they've learned from certain mistakes in the past. They want to work as a team. He wants to work as a team on this healing, on this balance. And he views her as this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups is a repeating card. It comes up in their current connective energy. And so this is really like he sees her as this emotionally mature woman. He sees her as, the perfect wife, mother, and he really sees her as someone he wants to build his life with. Remember, he's the Nine of Cups in his headspace. When he thinks of her, she is his wish. And then with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about, past loves returning. Excuse me. Past loves returning. This is about nostalgia. This is about reflection. This is also a card of children. And so, again, in his heart, he knows that they both need to heal. He knows that he wants to work with her as a team. He knows that she could be the perfect mother and wife, and he could build a family with her. She is his wish with this Nine of Cups in his head, right? And in his headspace, he wants to move forward. And the Three of Wands, he's made the decision. He's got a newfound energy with the Page of Wands. He has this hope and this desire to communicate and travel to her in his headspace. So he's really wanting to come together, but not in a way where he's rushing everything. He's being very, very thoughtful this time. Again, remember, he's in the Nine of Swords energy, which means his anxiety is actually putting him at a pause, which is good. And so he's not rushing back. He's not rushing in. People will be more thoughtful this time. They won't just be driven by passion or anything like that. It will definitely be one where they will take their time. They've grown. They've learned from their mistakes. He has hope. He wants to move towards her quickly, and he's made the decision to move forward with her. He has a newfound energy in his headspace, and she is his wish. In his heart, he knows there's healing. He knows the relationship needs to be tempered. With the Three of Pentacles energy, he's grown, he's learned, he wants to work as a team with her now. And with the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups, he sees her as the perfect partner in which to build a family and a home. So now, in her heart space, she has the Emperor. So this is the divine masculine in the 3D. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups now, and this is the match in the heart space. In the heart space, he sees her as the Queen of Cups. And now in the heart space, she is seeing him as the King of Cups. So this is a match in the relationship. And then we have the World. So what I'm getting from this is, with this Emperor's card, I think what I'm really getting is that she wants him to be a leader, to act noble, to be a leader and do the right thing, okay? So she wants him to buck up, do the right thing, be a leader, make the right decisions, and not mess around this time, okay? She is seeing change in him, because with this King of Cups energy, it's very much she's seeing him, as an emotionally mature man. So maybe this Nine of Cups that she has, this wish that is sort of fulfilled for her, maybe she's seen the change and now she's viewing him as like, be this leader. You're emotionally mature now, and you could be a good father and a good husband, but I need the truth. I deserve the truth, and I want it now. Okay, so that's the Queen of Swords. So then, because that is her energy. Remember, he sees her as the Queen of Cups, but her energy coming across next to the Emperor and the King of Cups is, do the right thing. We are both learning. Show me your wisdom. Show me what you learned. and maybe we can move this thing forward, because she wants the cycle to end with this World card. She wants the cycle to end, the cycle that they were in, and she wants to make some dedicated effort towards the growth and the forward movement of this relationship. Okay, so now just to recap head and heart for her, in her head, she sees him as someone she can marry. She wants to be successful. She wants a new beginning with the Fool. And with the Three of Pentacles, she very much has learned, he's learned, and now it's time to come together as a team and work on this healing and this relationship go forward. In her heart, she sees him as a leader. She wants him to be a leader. She wants him to make the right decisions. She sees him as the King of Cups, right? The match to the Queen. He views her as the Queen of Cups. She views him as the King of Cups. I thought that was super significant. That one, it's the match, and it shows up in both of their heart spaces. I thought that was huge. So she sees him as a good husband, as a good father, that there's this potential for him. But she wants to continue with her growth and with honesty and truth. Come to me that way, or we're not going to be able to progress. The Eight of Pentacles for her and the World, she wants to end the cycle, and she's ready to make dedicated effort should the right things occur in their relationship go forward. Should he come forward with continued truth? Should he consistently be a mature individual, a divine masculine, right, with this Emperor card, a leader, a noble person, an ethical person, someone who's a protector. If she sees that behavior, she's willing to move this forward. In his 3D wants, what does he want? In his 3D wants, I really feel like this is super accurate, especially given that in the Nine of Swords energy, where he has the Fool. He definitely wants a new beginning in the 3D. And she has it in her headspace. Excuse me. So he wants a new beginning, right? But he's kind of still toying, like he's stressed out. Remember, with the Nine of Swords energy, and he's kind of, going back and forth, trying to make decisions, make a choice, because he knows that in the past he screwed it up royally with the Ten of Swords and then with the Five of Wands. He knows that his actions, and it'll come out when we get to this, 3D messages further, like he knows that his actions was what ended this relationship. He knows that third party situations or other people being involved with this Five of Wands, that is what caused this pain, this ending. And so, he's stressed that he knows he needs to address this. He needs to continue to address this so that they can move forward, because she needs trust, she needs truth, she needs honesty with this Queen of Swords energy. And he knows he has his work cut out for him. So this Two of Wands is like, do I have it in me to do this? This is going to be a hard road. But I feel like with the Fool's energy, he really does want to make that effort, okay? Now, in her space, I thought it was really interesting that the first card that flew out was the Empress, and it was directly underneath the Emperor. So that's another match and another significant message for me. So she, in the 3D, is the Empress. She is the divine feminine, okay? And she knows, like, she's got the Tower energy. She's got the Ten of Wands. She's got the Nine of Swords, okay? So, the Nine of Swords, remember, this shows up in his bottom of the deck. This Ten of Wands, she's like burdened by this. And then with the Tower, that comes up in his 3D clarifier. So what I'm really getting is, and we have the Six of Cups as the last message. The Six of Cups is in his heart space, so another repeating card. So she's the divine feminine. But you know what? In the 3D, she's stressed out. She's stressed out because she's not, while she's, really positive in her head and her heart, but if she's going to be really real with herself, she's stressed that how are we going to move this relationship forward? Okay, just like he's stressed with the Ten of Swords and this Five of Wands, like his indecision, but still very much wanting a new beginning. She's stressed, right? She's like thinking about the past. How am I ever going to trust him? How do we move forward? How am I going to rebuild with him? This Tower card, right? They had a major upheaval. There was a major situation that went down with either third party or karmic partners or something. But this relationship crumbled. And in the 3D, she's the divine feminine. She's stressed about what has happened in the past, this relationship that's crumbled. She is very much in this Ten of Wands space, which is every burden on her back. It is stressing her out a little bit, but she has the Six of Cups, and she's nostalgic. Remember, Six of Cups is also in his heart space, and so she too is trying to remember the good times. She does understand this is a soul connection. She does, see him as someone she wants to build a life with, that she says she thinks that he may be changing, right? With this wish, he may have shown some sort of effort. He may have communicated. So, the Six of Cups is kind of helping balance this out. But in the center, Nine of Swords, Tower, Ten of Wands, right? And bookended by the Empress and the Six of Cups. Like, she's also in this situation, like, yeah, I love him. Yes, he's my soul partner, but man, did he put me through something. And now, how are we going to rebuild? And for him, he's very much like, I want a new beginning. I have to make a decision, but I ended the relationship because of situations that I took, I was a part of. And so he's also stressed out, right? So in the 3D, his message to her is understanding, clarified by the Seven of Earth. And so the Seven of Earth is all about investments, okay? And so he's had an understanding. He's had an epiphany, an aha moment that he knows that in order to move this relationship forward, he has got to invest in it. No more of this crumbs, no more of, I'm going to give her a little bit and not as much as she deserves. He understands this connection and how powerful it is, and he knows. He's got the understanding. He's telling his divine feminine, I understand that I need to invest in this relationship. He's also saying that in the material world, in this world, he's got the Knight of Earth as the clarifier, slow and steady, dedicated process. So progress. So another message to his feminine that I know this time now, I've come to this understanding, I need to invest in this relationship. He's again telling you, second message, in case you didn't believe it last time, divine feminine, that I know in this 3D world, in this material world, I need to be dedicated. I need to commit. I will take this slow with you, but we will have steady progress, okay? Then his third message is karmic partner, clarified by the Five of Swords. And so what he's saying is, I lost you, divine feminine, because of this karmic partner, and I am accepting defeat. I am sorry. I lost this relationship because of this karmic partner situation. And that's this lose-lose. He didn't win, she didn't win, okay? There's no third-party energy. There is no other queen that comes up in his space. So let's get that straight. There is no third-party energy anymore. But he's telling you, I lost you because I made a shitty decision here to not learn my lesson, okay? But he understands now, so I feel like that's good. Maybe that was a good thing, right? So karmic partner, clarified by the Five of Swords, is I'm going to accept defeat. I screwed up. I know that I lost you because of this. And so his last message to you, and two cards clarified, is lessons. He has learned his lesson, okay? He's learned his lesson that he ruined his relationship with his Empress, okay? The Empress is a repeating card. It is the 3D space. So she is identifying herself in the 3D as the Empress, and his message to her under lessons learned is Empress and Tower time. Remember, in the 3D also, we have Tower time for her. So he's telling you, Empress, divine feminine, I've learned my lesson through this crumbling of this relationship, through this crumbling of what I did with my actions. I have learned my lesson. He's also learned through this karmic partner situation with this loss that you are his partner, okay? He sees you. The lesson he learned is that you are his Empress, you are his divine feminine. The lesson that he learned was that this all needed to crumble down, and he's learned this lesson through the crumbling of the tower, okay? Her 3D message, contemplation, and it's clarified by emotional bliss, which is the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Earth. And so what I'm really getting is, I'm contemplating this whole situation. Yes, I want a marriage or some foundation with you. Yes, I want to be successful and I want a new beginning, but I'm really thinking about this because remember, in her 3D space, in her head space, in her 3D space, she's got the Nine of Swords, the Tower, and the Ten of Wands. And she's thinking, like, I mean, you know what you did. Can we rebuild? I'm contemplating this relationship right now. I'm trying to nurture myself. I know that you were my emotional bliss, but I'm really rethinking this whole situation. Because of this third party situation. I don't know, and it's clarified by the Eight of Swords, okay? And she's trapped in her head about this third party situation because, again, is this going to happen again? Are you really an emotionally mature person? Have you changed just because we've communicated a little, or just because maybe I have seen change somewhere, somehow? Have you really changed? And so right now, this third party situation that has occurred in the past, because it's not here currently, she's very much caught up in her brain, right? She's caught up in her head, and she's trapped in her thoughts, and she's having some obsessive thoughts about whether or not this is going to happen. Is he going to repeat this past behavior? So this third party situation has caused her to overthink. She's in this self-inflicted prison, but I don't want to, I take that back, not self-inflicted. He clearly did something that is why she's here, but she has the power to get out of this and stay in this queen energy, okay? So third party, Eight of Swords. You screwed up. And now I'm a little trapped in my head around all my thoughts on whether or not you are going to do this to me again. And then again, she's saying, I am numbing out this Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is in her overall energy for her spread. So right now, because she's not sure with what is going to happen with them, right? If he's really changed, she's numbing out this wish at this time. She's numbing it out. She's not sure about him. What she does know is action needs to be taken. She's telling him, take action, work as a team with me now, okay? So that I can get out of this numbing. I can get out of this excessive thoughts of contemplation and third party thoughts trapped in my head from what you did in the past. So now it's time for you to take action and work with me as a team. Three of Pentacles in her head space, in his heart space. And now in the 3D message from the masculine, from the feminine to the masculine. Last card. Last message from her, family with Temperance. And remember, Temperance was in his heart space. So she's saying maybe we can have some healing and be a family and create a family. Maybe, I don't know, they need healing, okay? She's also going to try to be patient on this wish that she might have had, that they come together, that they get married, but she's numbing out this Nine of Cups, right? She's contemplating this Ten of Cups, and now we have family with Temperance. This is divine healing, and so she's maybe hopeful that as they work together as a team, that maybe the universe will help heal them, help heal this brokenness that she feels, and maybe they can create a family in the future, okay? I don't know. I just think there's a lot of work. Here's the thing, guys. Just because maybe your masculine has communicated with you or shown you signs of improvement, I mean, it doesn't really matter until he's actually consistently showing that he has changed. And he needs to do that. So while the wish may be, oh, please communicate with me. The wish may be, please change. Until he has consistently shown that behavior. I'm not saying numb out the wish. I'm just saying be logical, contemplate, okay? He needs to take action. You guys need to work as a team to heal this relationship now, okay? Bottom of the deck for the oracle, for the messages, and for the tarot clarifiers. The tarot clarifier was Seven of Flames, the Seven of Wands. This is really about people trying to defend their relationship now, okay? There also might be a little bit of guardedness because, people are unsure about whether or not this is going to work out this time, okay? So this is a couple of things. Remember, he says, I know I need to make an investment in this relationship. I know I screwed up. I learned my lesson. You are my wish, right? I want to work as a team. So he's gonna defend this relationship now. And she, I feel like, is the one who's a little defensive. She's numbing. She's contemplating. And she needs some continued healing. So I feel like the defense part is on her side. And I'm sorry, that she's kind of guarding herself on her side, and he's going to defend and fight for this relationship this time. Bottom of the deck for the oracle is patience, and I really feel like this goes with temperance, okay? And temperance is in his heart, and temperance is in her 3D message. And so this is really about, it's going to take time for you both to heal and to heal this relationship. So the underlying energy is be patient, okay? Things will work out, hopefully, if people continue to do their work. But right now, patience is required. Okay, now, the current connective energy, where are these two? Where is this couple and their current connection? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups shows up in his heart space. And then we have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups shows up in her 3D message. We have the 7 of Pentacles. That shows up in his 3D message. We have the 3 of Wands. That shows up in his headspace. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so here's what I'm getting from the combination, okay? So again, this is Queen of Cups. This is people being emotionally mature, balanced, seeing that they can actually have this family, have this relationship. You know, there's a couple with the child. The 10 of Cups is everything coming together emotionally, right? This is about marriage, this is about family, this is about commitment. So even though they are in this period of anxiety and defense and numbing and contemplation and I screwed up, they still very much see each other connectively. Again, this is the current connective energy as a couple that they can come together and actually have a family, have a marriage, okay? Then they're willing to invest and dedicate themselves to this relationship. They're willing to move forward. They want to move forward now and have this Ace of Pentacles, which is this offer, this new beginning in the material world. Then for their future energies, they have the 7 of Cups. They have the King of Pentacles, which is the match to the Queen of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. We have the 4 of Pentacles, and then we have the Devil card. And so what I'm getting from this combination is, in the future still, there's choices, there's some confusion, there's some fantasy, and it's really because people aren't really truly sharing, right? They're still a little guarded. They're a little defensive. They're obsessed still maybe in the past of the things that may have occurred. They feel a little bound. And again, this is another card of intuition, of not speaking. This is about something that's unattainable. The High Priestess is unattainable. And then we have this King of Pentacles, which is the strong, stable foundation, okay? This is, you know, someone who provides security, is a protector. So what I'm really getting from this is, in the future, they want this strong, stable connection. They really do. But, you know, they're really not sharing all that much at this time because there is some stress in the system, okay? There's some stress in the system because people, he knows he needs to do some hard work. She's having some trust issues. So people are they're guarding their hearts a little bit, okay? There is some still obsession of what happened in the past. They are a little stuck in the past. They need to get out of it. And that is creating the confusion. But with this High Priestess card, you know, it's like right now in the future energies, people are just going to use their intuition to do what's right, okay? So bottom of the deck for this connective energy, Justice. And again, this is number 11 card. Justice needs to continue to be served. Okay, interesting. I didn't want to, but King of Swords, this is the match to the Queen here in the heart space. But the bottom line is, justice needs to continue to happen. He needs to continue to redeem himself, and she needs to continue to find healing and faith and maybe trust in the connection go forward if this is going to work, okay? If this is going to work. But, you know, with these cards, it's not the best combination for the future energies, but future energies change all the time. So right now, I'm just kind of focused on what is happening currently. Currently, they want a new beginning. Currently, they want the 10 of Cups. Currently, they want to move forward, and they are going to dedicate themselves to this relationship. So I like that. But in the future, the caution here is, don't keep too much to yourself, okay? Because it's going to lend to confusion in this relationship. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's TBD at this time. But, I have hope with this strong and stable energy with this King of Pentacles. They want this. They're going to use their intuition, but they are a little guarded about things that have happened. They're guarded with their feelings, and really just, I have a feeling it has to do with obsession and thoughts of the past and how maybe they've hurt each other. And it's just creating a little bit of confusion at this time, okay? So that's your reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if it resonates. Comment, like, subscribe. And if you're interested in your own personal reading, please, please, please go to my website, queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day, everybody. I'll be back on Wednesday.